So there's a whole bunch of stuff going on. I'm just now getting back, catching up on everything, and I am just reading through all this stuff. Pro wrestling stuff. I'm trying to get more into understanding the Twitch drama side of shit, because unfortunately I realize that I have to understand it in order to grow, and we have to make content out of it in order to grow, because that's just the state of the world that we live in. But there was this stuff that someone was talking about on Twitter, and I didn't know what it was. It might have been Jessica Havoc. I don't know. I didn't even know what the fuck a Mizkif was, man. Like, I'm like, that sounds like some bullshit name. My Twitter's gone from just pro wrestling to pro wrestling, heavy metal, and Twitch streaming stuff, right? So I saw TwitchCon was a fucking disaster, which is, you know, interesting. But then I saw all this extra shit, and I was like, what is a Mizkif? What is an Emiru? And so I realized in order for me to grow on Twitch, I needed to inundate myself more with the world of streaming, because that's just how it is. Didn't know what it was. We're just listening to music as we do this. So this is apparently a Emiru. So she's like a top streamer. But then I realized that she's part of this One True King, which the name's goofy. Oh, yeah, fair enough. One True King OTK, which is like, that's like Asmongold's thing from what I know. I don't know exact details. I don't even know what one OTK is. I really have no fucking clue. It's a creator for Red Bull. Oh, she's got like money. Good for her though. Slay Queen. So she's like a top streamer, right? Emirichu. What the fuck is it? I don't even know. People just come up with names. I have no idea. I have no idea what they are, where it comes from. But I guess she said that this guy, a Mizkif, which, you know, that picture kind of says everything that you need to know about this fucking guy. I guess he was being like crazy, psycho, abusive. Emmer is like an actual name, but Mizkif is that's not an actual name. All right, that's some bullshit you made up when you're like 13. See, all these people are younger than me, and it kind of drives me wild because he looks like shit. He looks like awful. So I guess the whole issue was that she accused him of stuff. What exactly? I didn't know. He does look like a mat. So there's a whole bunch of drama bullshit, rise to popularity. I don't know what he was popular for. Rumble is a weird site. I don't even think Rumble's really relevant. MILF Manor. This is like the Wikipedia summation of it. In a live stream on October 26, 2025, Emiru publicly accused Mizkif of prolonged psychological, emotional, and domestic abuse during their cohabitation and relationship, which she stated began in January 2022 and ended in early 2024. She described incidents including controlling behavior, destruction of property, physical intimidation, reckless driving with suicidal threats, and a non-consensual sexual advance in October 2024. After the breakup, Emiru further alleged ongoing stalking and harassment throughout 2025, including over 40 unsolicited contact attempts and indirect threats of retaliation through mutual acquaintances, such as claims that Mizkif planned to accuse her of animal cruelty if she spoke publicly. She stated that she had cut off all contact with him since January and was pursuing restraining orders. That's a lot. Goddamn. Aggressive behavior, punching walls, slamming doors, throwing stuffed animals. Oh, buddy. It's not even remotely the same. Punching walls and slamming doors is not the same as throwing stuffed animals. He also mentioned a letter from Emiru expressing a desire for marriage. Yeah, marriage is. Yeah, it's crazy what happens when you gaslight and force someone into a corner and they feel like you're the only one. It's crazy. But yeah, no, throwing stuffed animals at you is not the same. Hold on. Emily, did you know that you are actually physically abusive to me? Oh, so you threw stuffed animals at me. Did you know that's physical, the physical abuse? Isn't that like an insane statement? Like, yeah, he was slamming doors, punching walls, driving crazy, threatening me, and all this other stuff. This fucking, what's his name, Mizkif. She threw stuffed animals at me. She's a psycho. Listen, don't you dare grab any stuffed animals and come and throw them at me now. If you throw them at me right now, I swear to God, we're gonna fight. And if you throw a stuffed animal at me throwing you out the door violently totally fair trade. Totally justified. It's self-defense. I'm standing my. This is a stand your ground state. If you come in here throwing that, I'm standing my ground and throwing hands. Do you hear how insane and like delusional you sound by saying that kind of shit? Oh my god, like it's such a crazy like way to excuse your behavior, saying like it's remotely the same thing. It's not. Plushy violence, plushy violence, plushy violence. Get out of here. Yeah, the text message stuff. I saw that. I didn't know AKIRA was a Twitch drama account. No, this one is more relevant to me, and I was asked to kind of like chatter about it. Also, Aspen, hi Aspen. Oh yeah, so you hop in my chat now, not when I was all hot girled out last night. What is wrong with you, girl? Come on. Last night I was serving all the looks, all the vibes. AKIRA is dramatic. Hey, I try not to be. And someone brought this up, sent this to me. I wanted to look at it. I repoed last night. I was busy. You repoed last night. What did you repo? What are you talking about, repo? What is this, by the way?
Oh, this is a
context.
What is repo?
How Mizkif was abusive and controlling her every move during their relationship. Well, people literally found the exact moment on stream she was talking about.
And then I check my Discord messages, and he's messaging me, I'm gonna kill myself. Basically, he was upset because I had higher viewership than him.
Alright, chat. I'll see you guys later. Probably tonight, if not tomorrow.
What does unofficial Mizraid mean?
Basically, Mizkif ended his stream because he had lower viewership, and his chatters joined Emiru's stream, while he was messaging her that he wanted to zap himself.
messaging her while she's live.
All acting. Like,
Buddy, okay, I don't know what Rust is. I've never played Rust, and I have no idea. Buddy, you have like 20,000. You have 20,000 people watching your stream. That's insane. They're also probably doing it because they know it's gonna fuck with you emotionally. Why are you getting mad, Aspen? Okay, Aspen. Here's a fair question. What would you do with 20,000 viewers? Like, would you flip your shit, or would you be grateful every day the fact that you had 20,000 people that were watching your stream and watching you play a video game, and you got paid to do that? And then if the person you lived with had 30,000, you do realize that like the whole point of a partnership is that everything y'all do, you bring back together, and it's kind of like a unity kind of thing. Grateful, but also anxious the whole time. Yeah, grateful, but also anxious the whole time. You gotta say that like Macho Man. Grateful, but also anxious the whole time. Yeah. I don't know if I'd be anxious. I'd be like, hi people. I'm just gonna be me. But you're an anxious little mermaid, so I totally understand. But like, you would be very grateful the whole time, right? And if your partner, your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, got more, but like, again, 20,000 viewers is nothing to be mad about. And just because they went to go see your girlfriend, bro, it's your girlfriend. Well, do I want to see a dude talk, or do I want to see a hot girl talk? I want to see the hot girl talk. Sadly, this is streamer dude bro mentality of girl pretty, so that's why she's getting more, and it's not fair. Well, I don't view it like that, as it's girl pretty. So it's people can hop her for many reasons. Because she is pretty. Two, maybe she's more entertaining than he is. You making that cash money at the table. I'm making okay money at the table. I always make decent money at the merch table, but it's that. It could be one, again, she's just more entertaining. There's also the internet mentality of it's going to make him mad by going over to her stream, which it did, because people do take advantage of that. People do, rage bait. That's a regular thing on the internet. And since this guy is prone to it, especially to rage, apparently, it seems more likely too that it's all of those things in one thing. She is more entertaining. She is better looking, but also, no, this is what these dudes think. I mean, yeah, but like a couple years, like 2, 3 years ago, right? I was with someone who was getting more popular, and it's okay to feel a little bit of frustration when someone's getting more popular than you, but I never wanted to take it out on that person, right? And if I did, I would be open and be like, "Hey, I hate that I feel this way. I'm letting you know that this is how I feel this way." I'm like, "You're getting more popular. You deserve it. You deserve the world. I'm getting mad at just my position of where I'm at right now, right?" But then they would get mad at me for doing things that I wanted to do, and it'd be successful. Yeah, I'd just be happy that we're both eating good. Well, that's if you're both eating good if you share, not if you share the wealth, but if it's, it doesn't change how you interact with people. And but I had those feelings too, but also it's a regular human emotion. I don't like the fact that people have this weird thing of like, oh, you shouldn't be mad, you shouldn't feel a pang of jealousy, because jealousy is a human emotion. It's okay to be jealous, but it's not okay to take it out in crazy, violent, and psychopathic ways to where it hurts everyone around you. You have to be able to process these things in a healthy manner in order to not only for yourself, but also so that your relationship it lasts. And I had those same feelings a couple years ago, and I just realized I'm going to focus on me. I'm going to focus on my own things, and I'm going to be happy with things that I get. So when I do have my own successes, I can feel proud of my own success because it's just my own. And you know what? I can't gauge myself by the metrics of other people, because other people rise and fall through their own different ways. And that's what happened. I started just doing things on my own, and eventually I started finding my own stride. And I was learning at my own rate. Because again, people forget, like, I've only been wrestling since 2018. And Aspen, I think we're about the same time in terms of wrestling. Maybe I've had more matches, but it's still the same time frame in terms of years. 7 years is not a whole lot in wrestling. It's all, especially going on 8 in January. God, it's gonna be 8 years in January. It's so crazy. I've done a lot in 7 to 8 years. That, especially now that I think about it, it's not that bad. I've been signed to a smaller contract. I was in Japan for 3 tours. One was basically for almost a year. I was a champion in a foreign country. I won the King of the Death match that only Cactus Jack won as a Gaijin in Japan. I've done a lot of really cool stuff. I had some really cool matches, really cool moments, and I'm now in the best physical conditioning of my life. I look the best I've ever looked. I got some dope tattoos now. I live in a nice place, got a cool dog, got a cool snake, and I'm working on my other crafts, which I'm working on all my writing, my Patreon, my music, all that stuff, right? I was working on all that. I've grown so much as a human being. That's why I'm very happy with. My career stuff is great. My career stuff is cool. There's people say, "Well, you don't really have much of a career." I'm like, dude, I've had a pretty good career for 7 years in of wrestling. That's a lot in 7 to 8 years, and not being signed to a huge contract. That's all done independently, right? That's cool. I stopped gauging myself off other people and off of my partner. I started being happy with myself. But then when someone does something that, when I was doing something that, the person I was with did not like, it wasn't the same kind of treatment. I tried controlling myself more. And again, human emotions, you see them do something cool, you get that little pang of, man, I wish I was there with you, XYZ. But I would never like degrade them for success. I would never try to. And if I did, I'd feel like an asshole and I would apologize. But like this open degradation, when you are both so openly successful, you're making so much money to play video games, and you're mad that the person you live with had got people. Some people only consider success if you made it to a major promotion, which, I mean, listen, it's fair, because when you get to a major promotion, that's when you make more money, and then your stuff's more relevant and it's more mainstream. I understand that my stuff is not particularly mainstream at the moment. Do I want to go mainstream? Oh God, totally.
Like we
Like-
haven't pillaged.
You hear it? You see her trying to keep it together.
I know this face a lot.
Trying to keep it together.
Like we haven't pillaged.
You hear it? You see her trying to keep it together. You slammed
Yeah.
the door.
Go to the restroom real quick.
I'm stuck in here. Okay.
So just scared. Yeah.
I actually downloaded her VOD and confirmed how she left for 20 minutes, then came back completely overwhelmed because that schizo was spamming her, saying he wanted to kill himself while punching her door.
I don't
all
know.
because she had
I
higher
don't
viewership.
know that kind of feeling, but
But alright, yeah, I'm gonna log out for now, but I'll probably come back later.
This is when she stopped.
And if not, tomorrow my normal time.
Which she didn't do. Yeah, I actually kept going back and forth, slamming the door because you didn't get big enough for that. Yeah. Man.
Like, we haven't pillaged.
like I know the looking over the shoulder,
Understanding
trying to
that
make
the
like
situation's
even though I'm
got
trying
so
to do
bad,
this, I'm trying to
but Emmy
work,
was
like
also
going out
violent.
and
She would
checking
throw
on
clothes or plushies at me,
things
and I
because
punched holes in the walls.
I
or
had to
slammed
handle.
doors in
I
the
had to go out
aggression.
and handle stuff.
Mizkif waited the literal
because
second
someone
idea
didn't wanna do
Voldemort
it.
went
It's-
offline to start
it
streaming,
happens.
so I'm going to include one of the Phase Boys' reactions. It's literally perfect.
I don't know what a phase. What is a phase boy? We were raised to be humble in the sense of. Let's see. We were raised to be humble in the sense of success. Yeah, because like, if Brian, you're right. Because if we had any kind of ego, that shit would be slapped the fuck down by our parents. Are you kidding me? My parents were already like crazy, like hard on me. You and I know that, but like, I also had your parents who were like my second parents, and if I had any kind of crazy ego, which I never did, but if I had any kind of like weird superiority where I was talking shit like that, they would also slap me down too, you know? Like, there's no ways around that. Like, I was raised by people in all facets of my life, and so were you, to be a good person, to be humble, not to be a crazy dickhead, because being a crazy dickhead will eventually come back and bite you in the ass. Let's see. The audience that guy gets probably also feeds into thinking girls get more stuff because it looks. I mean, I don't know about that aspect just because I don't know what his audience is. It's all that OTK, like high streaming gaming stuff. I don't know. I have no idea. Base is a gaming club, started with crazy trick shots of video games. I guess some comp games. IDK much other than the trick shots. Okay, well, thank you, Brian.
Doors and aggression.
Wait, no, I gotta be getting trolled. Wait, I'm not even kidding. Is this a joke? Did I just hear him say she threw a plushie at her?
Fucking, I don't know how that suit busted, but it fucking did. This is the most bullshit I have ever done in my life.